COVID-19 has affected everybody, and I think those of us who are adults really see the impact upon children, whether it's our own children or grandchildren or the students enrolled in schools. Here at Hickory Public Schools, we're no different than anybody else across the country. It has been a tough time since last March. We have fed thousands and thousands and thousands, well over 200,000 meals to our students, and driven our school buses out to the neighborhoods to get those meals in the hands of our children, and had drive-thrus at our schools. We did run out of food in the very beginning. We've been able to work through that. But it's been interesting because we still know that there's so many children that we are not reaching. We are down about 49% less in service of meals to our students than what we would have normally during a regular school year with everybody in place receiving their meals on campus. So we know there's some nutrition insecurities out there. There are children who are not receiving meals. We know there are family members who are eating those meals and kids are not getting them. It's just the nature of life. It's the nature of society. And so it has been extremely difficult. It has been a huge worry, knowing that our little ones and our big ones have gone home with nothing in the refrigerator and nothing on the shelves. And that has been probably the biggest impact of COVID-19, loss of jobs, loss of income, and loss of security, from food to electricity to water to shelter. It has been a tough time in our nation and a tough time for Hickory Public Schools. Through COVID-19, since last March of this past year, or this current year, we continue to see the same problem. We have approximately 60% of our enrollment, the enrollment of our students, 60% who are identified as students on free and reduced lunch. That is a lot. That's more than half of our children. And so with loss of jobs, loss of security, now loss of food, you talk about 60% of your population, your enrollment in your school system not receiving meals. And that's just the children. We haven't even touched on older brothers and sisters who are living at home. Moms, dad, grandparents, uncles, aunts, maybe a friend of the family, and they're all living together. And people have come together, and they are living together because they've lost housing. And we, by law, can only provide food for the children, 18 years old and younger. So, wave those red flags. There are some challenges for our families, and we're just thankful that we've been able to at least try to address the needs of those who are 18 and under enrolled in Hickory Public Schools. So, ECCCM has come to the rescue. Hallelujah. Talk about praises. We are thankful for every organization that helps to supplement and serve the needs of our students. But with the public schools only providing food for just the children who are 18 years and under, what happens to all the rest of the family members who are hungry? We know that we have delivered meals to parents, to family members who have picked up at bus sites for the rest of the family, and they have been so hungry that they have sat down on the curb. And those were meals for the children, mind you, and that adult has reached in and had to eat. And you worry, okay, so what's going to be left in that bag by the time they get home? Typically during the summer, we were trying to provide meals, a package of 5 to last 5 days, breakfast and lunch. It didn't provide dinner, and it did not provide meals for the weekend. So this is where ECCCM has really stepped up to the plate. And we are so thankful to be a part of this initiative and part of this program, so that there will be no student hunger in Hickory Public Schools or in all of Catawba County. We are so thankful because we've not been able to provide food for dinner. We just do breakfast and lunch 5 days a week. We don't have any food that we provide for Saturdays or Sundays. Now we're looking at providing 60 pounds worth of food per person, not just per child, but per person. This is such a gift, and it is such a blessing. Yes, we do have challenges with transportation, but I have reached out to churches in our communities and different sections where maybe they can collaborate and come together as families, where there's church buses get that barcode from each of those families that have already filled out their application and been approved, and get that driver to ECCCM in Newton and get the food and get it back to those families so they can put it in their refrigerator, put it in their cabinets. And you know what? Be blessed and have a full tummy at the end of that night. There's no greater gift. It makes me emotional. It's wonderful. God bless you for what you're doing for Hickory Public Schools.